Welcome back. We're going to do another extreme budget, and I'm going to do it for about $1, and I'm going to include my family. So let's go shopping. And I'm back. I think I did a really good job. I really did stretch that budget to its limits. I made that dollar scream. So without further ado, let's go. Let's heat up those pots. Come on. All right, there's the haul. I'm going to put up the price for the rice-a-roni. I took a picture of it with my phone while I was there because I got that on a clearance. Maybe they're doing away with it. I don't know, but I got a good deal on it. I got some potatoes. Those potatoes make me laugh. Look at them. Who would buy that? Guess what? Me. I would buy it because I needed it. And then I got the carrot from ShopRite. If you live where there's a ShopRite, they don't always advertise when they sell the carrots in bunches that you could just take one. I learned that by doing these videos. So now if I just need a carrot, I know where I can go get one. I don't have to buy the whole bag and say, oh, I only needed one carrot. I'm going to do a cheat, or you got to pay $10 to get to this. Now I figured out how to do it. So let's start let's get everything all chopped up. All right, so I already peeled the carrot. I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna cut it in half. Oh, I cut my finger. Holy schmoly, I didn't even know. Thought that hurt when I stuck my hand in there. All right, I'll get a Band-Aid. All right, I'm back. I made a Band-Aid. It's all I had available at the moment. So it'll be fine. I just didn't want to bleed on the food. So I'm gonna chop this carrot up into little pieces, not super little, just kind of like that. That helps, Eddie. And we're just gonna cut this whole carrot just like that. I want to have bites of stuff in my soup and not just the soup. All right, I think these are kind of big. What I'm going to do is this last one here. I'm going to quarter this one because it's a fatter end of the carrot. I think I'll get more bites of carrot in my food. So I might even cut those big ones in half because they look kind of big, but I don't know yet. I'll think about it as I finish cutting the rest of this carrot. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to peel up my potato, and then I'll be back with that. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that, how I'm going to cut it up. All right. Well, I'm done. So let me peel up that carrot. Let me peel up that potato. There's the weight of the potatoes. I wrote it on it so I wouldn't forget. Okay, so I peeled up the potatoes. Before I peeled these, I scrubbed the outside of the skins because we're going to use those also. I'm just going to leave them soaking in some water so that they don't oxidize while we're waiting. Same thing I did with my carrots. I decided not to chop the carrots any further than what I already had done. And I'm going to cut my potatoes probably about the same size as these, maybe a little bit bigger, I think. This potato is so tiny. I was dying laughing when I saw it in the store, but you know what? Who would buy it? Me. So I think I'm going to go with pieces like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm just going to take these so they don't oxidize and throw them in here with the cut up potato skins. But that's what I'm going to do. Just going to cut it up and see how far I can get with these tiny, tiny potatoes. And same thing with that. All right. Time to move over to the stove. Oop. Got a bad spot. All right. Let's move it on over to the stove. All right, I forgot to show you the staples I'm going to use. I'm going to use some chicken bouillon and some onion and garlic powder. I may use some salt and pepper and some butter. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that on, and we're going to get my pot hot, and we're going to use what we call butter, country crock vegetable spread, and we're going to add it to the pan. We're going to brown up the potatoes and the carrots before we start making soup out of it, because it gives it a little bit more, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. It's more bite, more texture. It makes it a bit more firm. So we're going to add some butter to the pan. And then when that gets hot, we'll add the potatoes. All right, we're going to add the potatoes. All of them. The reason I want to add the carrots and cook them a little bit is when you cook them up, you brown them up, they get a little bit, they get sweeter. So I'm going to season up the potatoes before I put the carrots in there. Some garlic powder. Some onion powder. They need some salt. I'm going to use some Lowry seasoned salt. I've had this container forever. I just keep refilling it. We're going to give that a minute or two before we add the carrots, only because I want the more seasoning to hook to the potatoes. And we're going to add some pepper. There we go. Turn it down a little bit. I turned it up high to get it hot. Okay, let me drain off the carrots and let these sit for a minute. We don't want to cook them, we just want to brown them up. All right, they've been cooking maybe 3 minutes, if that. I'm going to add, whoops, oh, I just lost one of my potatoes. I'm going to add my little bit of carrot here. And we're going to let those get a little bit of color on them. Give that a minute. All right. I got them a nice good charring on there. That's what I wanted. I'm going to turn the heat down, and I'm going to go get the water and everything else. All right. I got my bouillon. I really did want those things to have some color on them. Calls for, well, not calls. I'm going to put 10 cups of water in here, but I'm just going to start off a little bit lighter with 4 cups. I might have to move over to my saucepan, but for now I wanted to do it in this pan so that it so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, so we're going to bring that to a boil. We're going to let that simmer for about 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to add the rest of it. I'm going to slowly add the other water in here while it's doing this. This is 4 more cups. Still boiling. Can't really see it, but it's boiling. I'm going to slowly add the rest of this in here. You know what, I'm just going to add it. Put the lid on it, let it get to a boil. All right, my timer went off. I'm going to add my rice. Now, normally I would pan fry this rice. I probably should have did that in the beginning and took it out, but I didn't, and we're here now. So we're just going to add it. Ow, burnt the taste out of me. Put that in there. And then we're going to add the flavor pack. And now we're going to add the flavor pack. It's all that cheesy. Ooey gooey goodness. Hold on. Okay. Got to give that a nice mix. We're going to let that simmer for like 20 minutes. Or 12 to 20 minutes. So the potatoes could cook and the rice-a-roni could cook. Let that break down. Right? It's been 10 minutes. Whoop. Let me give that a stir. Ooh, that's looking good. I get my little plastic spoon so I don't burn my mouth. See what's going on there with the rice? I'm just checking for doneness on the rice and on the potatoes. Oh, that's good. It needs another minute. All right, I turned it down for a minute. I'm going to try and grab some potatoes out of here and push it into a bowl so we could smash a few to make it a little bit thicker. I probably could just mash it in the pot, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to mash the carrots. I just want to mash the potatoes. So let me fish a few out. All right, so I got a little bit. I'm going to smash these up and then I'm going to put it back in there to help it with thickening. I don't know if that's enough, but you could always add a little bit of cornstarch or heavy whipping cream or something like that. I didn't have that in my budget. Oh, what I meant to say was before, if you don't have chicken broth, you really didn't need it because of the seasoning. I did that because I always have it in the house. All right, let me finish mashing this up real quick. All right. I smashed it up. Put that back in there. Just let it cook for a few more minutes. I would really love to add some heavy whipping cream because I have it. I'm just not going to add it. All right, a couple more minutes and we're going to be eating. Oh, no, we're not. We have to do one more thing. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in this teeny tiny pan. And those pieces of potato skin, we're going to fry them up and we're going to hit them with just a little bit of salt once that gets hot. And I'll show you that in a moment. All right, so we're just going to add them in a little bit at a time. And we're just going to fry them up real quick. Ooh. I have a little paper plate over here to put them on. I tried to dry them off best I could, but they're still a little wet. And these are just like little crunchy things you could throw on top of your soup, like croutons or whatnot. Eric loves these when I make them. Especially if you put ranch powdered dressing on it. They're really, really good. So I'm just going to fry these up until they're crispy. And I'm going to do the whole, not the whole batch of them, but the little bit I have. All right, that's nice and crispy. We're going to take it out. And as soon as I hit it over here on the plate, hit it with a little bit of salt. Boom, done. That's it. Those are going to go on top of our soup. I'm going to continue on with these until we're done, and then we'll be back to eat. Look at the beautiful yellow color. Look at this. Look at that soup. That's going to be some hearty soup. And I could add another easy 2 cups of broth to this and stretch it even farther, but we don't have that many people. But this is how my brain works, guys. That's the inner workings of Tina's brain. And here are the little toppers that I made. We're going to crack them up. We're going to like chop them up, or you can put them whole. You just drop it right down on top of your soup. Like a crouton almost. It kind of tastes like a cross between potato chip and potato skins. Because there's really not a lot there. So that's what it tastes like. All right, let me start plating this up. So I put a bunch of the rice and the potatoes and carrots down in the bottom, and then I'm going to fill it up with the soup so we can see how much we actually get and see what's left over. There's going to be way more than what I have out here, I'm sure. But we're just going to fill up the bowls, and it did thicken up quite a bit from that potato. All right, let me finish filling the bowls up, and we'll show you how much it gives us. All right, that's all of the soup right there. It made 5 really decent sized bowls, and this one back here is huge. I use that mostly for mixing, not for cereal or anything like that. These are our dinner size bowls. And then we have, of course, the things we're going to throw down right on top before we eat it. But for $1, guys, for $1, I could feed 6 bellies tonight.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
Dinner time! It's going to be really, really hot, Aiden. I just took it off. So get some of the carrot, the rice, the potato, some of the juice. This is going to be filling. Hold on. Give it a good blow, Aiden. You already tasted it? You took your taste? Let me taste it. I didn't even taste it yet. I didn't even taste it for seasoning. Oh, that's good. You know, I didn't really think the broccoli and that rice-a-roni was going to come through, but and the cheese came shining through. Take another taste. That's good. That's good. Aiden, do you want to eat these like a chip? Do you want to put it in your soup? What do you want to do?
Chip.
Okay, just go ahead on and eat it. Tell you what you think. I want a small one. Okay? That's good. And drop it in my soup. You gonna go for it? Try it in your soup. See how it looks. Adds a little saltiness to it. That's really good. Now, the question will be, are my kids gonna be full? Guess what, Aiden?
What?
How much you think I spent on this dinner?
$1.
You heard me, didn't you?
What?
You did. He heard me, because he never would have guessed $1. He heard me. Had you not heard me, how much would you think this would cost?
Maybe $3.
All right, okay. In this household, yeah. All right. Well, let me get everybody else fed. We'll see what they think about it. Bye-bye. Dinner's over. How'd we do? Boom. There are 2 bowls left. I'm going to be honest, because Eric couldn't eat that because it had dairy in it. The bowl that he had, I took out, put to the side, because I want to count for him having a bowl, that he had it, even though he didn't. After everybody ate, we still had 2 bowls left over, so let's see. I found it filling because of the rice, the potatoes, all of that in my belly was good. Let's see, let's ask the 2 that are left what they thought. Aiden, what did you think about the soup?
It was really filling.
It was really filling. There you go. There's all of my questions in one. What did you think, Tyler, about the soup?
It was really filling. It was great.
Filling and great? You're good? Your belly feels good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment. Either way, see you later. Bye.